Hey, third grade, this is Miss Liberty with your reading lesson for today, October 13th. Today is Tuesday, so we're going to go ahead and click on our Tuesday tab. Yesterday, we took a look at two types of fiction, mysteries and folk tales. Today, we are going to dive into a fable called The Crocodile in the Bedroom from the book Fables by Arnold Lobel. Remember that fables usually have animal characters who teach the readers a lesson. As you listen, see if you could figure out the lesson of the fable. The crocodile in the bedroom. And make sure you take a look at this illustration and use your picture clues to see if you can figure out the lesson of the story. A crocodile became increasingly fond of the wallpaper in his bedroom. He stared at it for hours and hours. "Just look at all those neat and tidy rows of flowers and leaves," said the crocodile. "They're like soldiers. There is not a single one that is out of place." "My dear," said the crocodile's wife, "you are spending too much time in bed. Come out into my garden where the fresh air is and the sun is bright and warm." "Well, if you insist, just for a few minutes," said the crocodile. He put on a pair of dark sunglasses to protect his eyes from the glare and went outside. Mrs. Crocodile was proud of her garden. "Look at the hollyhocks and the marigolds," she said. "Smell the roses and the lilies of the valley." "Great heavens!" cried the crocodile. "The flowers and leaves in this garden are growing in a terrible tangle. They're all scattered. They are messy and entwined." The crocodile rushed back to his bedroom in a state of great distress. He was at once comforted by the sight of his wallpaper. "Ah," said the crocodile, "here is a garden that is ever so much better. How happy and secure these flowers make me feel." After that, the crocodile seldom left his bed. He lay there, smiling at the walls. He turned a very pale and sickly shade of green. So this is an interesting fable. So there's a lesson that we can learn from this fable, but first I want to go over some of the elements of this fable. So we have Mrs. Crocodile outside and Mr. Crocodile who is inside. She is tending to her garden outside and she is so proud of her garden. She's telling him to look at the hollyhocks and the marigolds and smell the roses and the lilies. And then he, instead of doing all those things and smelling her flowers, he says, "Great heavens." And he talks about how they're in a terrible tangle. They're all scattered. They're messy and entwined. So think for a minute, what do you think the moral or lesson of this fable could be? What could we learn from this fable? Well, by using our picture clues and using the details from our text, we can see that without a doubt, there is such a thing as too much order. So you see, Mrs. Crocodile is smiling outside with the sun and the fresh air, and her husband is inside. He's turned a very pale and sickly green, and he doesn't seem like he's smiling. Although he says he likes the order of the flowers inside, he's not able to enjoy anything outside. Fiction is such a rich, exciting, and interesting genre to study. Throughout this study, you'll have the opportunity to read many different types of fiction. But whether you read a piece of realistic fiction, a folktale, or a fable, you must remember that all of these stories are make-believe. Before we begin our in-depth study, let's see how much you already know about this wonderful genre. What a great time we're going to have in Reading Workshop. Today on Seesaw, you will answer more questions about your feelings toward fiction text. Today, you're going to answer 2 questions on one slide. So your questions that you're going to answer are, do you prefer realistic fiction, folktales, or fables? Share reasons for your choice. And which type of fiction are you most looking forward to reading during this unit of study and why. So click on the next link in the Seesaw activity to see directions on how to complete your assignment for today.